Good morning, all. I thought we'll do a quick one on, the market expectations for this session and the upcoming few sessions in terms of what are the new ranges we are dealing with and how do we expect markets to perform. Firstly, a quick recap on the global markets. 4420 was the key reference that we had in mind overnight. We have sort of, held above it, pulled back to that, and again held above it. So my expectation now here on is for the near, upcoming sessions we would look to rotate within 4480, 4420 until we breach that. We'll have to have a bullish bias in terms of S&P. Okay, so then the crude for the for the first time, last few sessions have shown a positive correlation with the global markets. Essentially, S&P has gone up, crude has gone up. If you remember, crude we had posted 7200s being a key support for MCX crude. We had really bounced off from those region now around 8300s yesterday. So, expect 84, 85 to be some sort of a resistance, but generally crude has bounced back. On the light of that, now we'll look at Nifty, Bank Nifty. So what happened yesterday? First of all, if you look at the footprint charts in Nifty, we had a lot of selling coming in, but we also did see a lot of absorption around the lows. Okay, so there was selling and there was also, prices getting absorbed as well. So what is the expectation here? Now, the expectation for me today is that, we look at yesterday's low as a key or around there about a few points here and there's let's say 17,100 as a key support base for the market essentially. So until we hold that, we'll look to rotate within 17,100, 17,250 ranges. Okay, that is what we would look to do. So we within this range, essentially pull back within this range. Once we start holding 250 ranges, we can look for an upside continuation and a trend play. Okay, till then 17,100 to 50 is what I'll expect a range play. If you hold below 17,100, then the possibility of a rotation downward to test 17K and 16,800 being the key support areas eventually and rotate into this zone is possible. Okay, but at this point, my primary expectation is to see if we can rotate within yesterday's range. Same for Bank Nifty as well. So, if you hold 36Ks, I would expect to rotate between 36,300 and 36Ks. Once we hold above 36,300, we look for a bullish bias. Below that, look for a test for 650, 680 region. One premise for this is also, let's look at the weekly profile charts for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. If you see, we did have these ranges in the lower up 15,800s and then 16,650. It really bounced off those region. Now, if you see this region has a lot of volume, concentration within it, 17 through 300, 17,200 ranges. So what we need overall for an upside continuation is prices to start holding above 350, 400 ranges. Then a push up to even 800 ranges is possible if you see 600 and 800 ranges. Essentially 350, 400 is what you need. So my prices to really hold above. Okay, in case not, we would look to see a rotation back to 900, and 850 ranges this point, where I would expect some bounce to come into play. So this should be some sort of a support at this point, and 400 should be some sort of a resistance essentially at this point of the way the markets are placed. So essentially look for a rotation and a value building within this range, which is 17K, 17,300 over the next few sessions, and then we look for a trend play on one side. That is the core theme that I have in my mind at this point when it is coming to Nifty. Okay, and when it comes to Bank Nifty, again we have a very isolated profile here. If you see two, that was Friday, Thursday, and then this day. Okay, so if you see there's a distinct volume edge here, 350s. So you'd want prices to hold above 350 for any sort of continuation. Until that, we would look for a pullback and a rotation, and essentially to stay below 350 and look to tend lower at this point. Okay, so tend lower to probably 36K, 36,900, and expecting major support at 650, 680 levels, 35, 650 levels in terms of Bank Nifty. Okay, once we hold 350 ranges, I would look for a continuation on the upside for 37K ranges essentially from a swing time frame point of view. Okay, let's look, as I said, the immediate bias for now, I think look for yesterday's low to be tested, maybe breached once in a while, and then trying to pull back into yesterday's low, and then we look for a support, traverse essentially kind of an inside day candle, let's say. Okay, if we hold that, if not, I would look for a trend lower. At this point, I love to play for a within range candle yesterday. Okay, guys, have a good day. Have a good session ahead as well. Thank you.